Hello, this is Kate from dailytarotgirl.com, and this is your weekly tarot card reading. And today I'm using the Morgan Greer tarot cards, and I want to do this reading not so much as a forecast of the upcoming week, but just to give us some idea into what we're dealing with right now in the present moment and how we can deal with those energies or how we can make the most of those energies during the upcoming week. Okay, so I'm going to start with the first card. And to me, the first card always signifies kind of the beginning of the week. And we have got, this is the Spanish version of this deck, so everything's in Spanish. And I don't know Spanish, but I'm pretty sure this is the Judgment card. And Judgment, this is all about, feels like it's a release. This feels like it's a release of energy that we're going to be experiencing in the beginning of the week. And it feels like it's a really positive thing. It's almost like once you release something, once you kind of let go of something, and when I say that, I mean once you let go of a particular emotion, or it's either a thought holding pattern or something, I'm not sure specifically what it is, but once you let go of that, it opens doors for you, and it's like a rebirth. So you're able to see and experience things in a whole different light. It's like almost like an awakening, and you see things from a totally different perspective. It feels like, I think a lot of us have been dealing with emotions that feel kind of heavy right now, and it feels like the beginning of the week that those emotions are going to move through us, and we're going to be able to release them, and we're going to be able to have a little bit of insight as to why those emotions and feelings were with us and how we were able to release them. Because I know sometimes, you might feel depressed, or you might feel stressed out about something, and you aren't really sure why, and you don't have a lot of understanding. And then all of a sudden that feeling is gone, and that's great, but sometimes you don't have that understanding, or you haven't really learned anything from it. But it feels like the beginning of this week is a time where you release a lot of heavy emotions, and you get some real deep insight into why you were experiencing those emotions and how you were able to deal with them in a really positive way. Okay, so moving on. Now we've got the Hermit. Oh, I love this card so much. So the Hermit is about going within. It's about being, introspective and carving out some quiet time for yourself. But it's also a time of really getting some, really pure, wonderful insights into your life and your life path and all kinds of great stuff. So this card, I always see the Hermit as being a very spiritual card, and after the sort of excitement or the energetic release of the Judgment card, we have the Hermit. So it feels like, you've been going through a lot emotionally, so you want to make sure that you really, I want to say pamper yourself, but you want to be gentle on yourself and recognize that as you let powerful emotions move through you and as you release things, it's helpful to have that sort of quiet kind of solitude to lean back into in between times of, strong emotion and shifts and change and all that kind of stuff, because that's what's going to keep you feeling grounded. So it's important this week to find a way to ground your energies and go inside for some introspection. So meditation comes to mind whenever I see the Hermit. This is definitely a card of meditation and recognizing yourself as being very wise. So, tapping into your inner wisdom. And then as we move to the end of the week and the weekend, we've got Three of Swords. And I feel like Three of Swords is somehow related to the emotional release that happens with the Judgment card. And the Three of Swords can be about looking at an issue with clarity. And sometimes this can be, well, as the card suggests, it can be heartbreaking. It can be difficult emotionally to look at something with a purely, I want to say like a purely rational mindset. It's like, what I'm getting is that a lot of us are going to have to look at a situation or make a decision in our lives that feels like it's an emotional situation or decision, but we're going to be bringing a lot of mental, kind of rational energy to it. So we're going to be using our minds, not so much our hearts. And this is not a bad thing, but it can sometimes be, we can almost sometimes experience it as sort of a struggle between, you know, your emotions and your thoughts in your mind. So I guess putting this more clearly is saying that it will be valuable for you to look at emotionally charged situations with almost a kind of detached mental perspective. In a lot of ways, I feel like this card is saying, don't take things so personally. Look at the facts, but you don't have to interpret the facts, or you don't have to personalize a situation, or yeah, basically you don't have to put your spin on the facts and your interpretation. Just look at the facts clearly, and that's going to help you move forward. It's going to help you let go of a lot of negative emotion, and it's going to help you make really positive decisions for yourself. So I just want to take a quick step back and see if anything else jumps out at me. I also get the sense that this week is going to feel, you're going to feel more spiritually connected this week. So if you haven't been feeling that spiritually connected lately, or if you feel like, you know, there's been lots of drama and lots of stuff going on, this week is very different in that you do feel spiritually connected. You're going to feel supported. You're going to feel grounded, and there's more stability. More stability and more lightness with this week. And whatever you do, don't feel like you have to consult other people's opinions when it comes to making decisions in your life. That's what the Hermit is suggesting, that you go within and find your answers within. So if you get that urge to, you know, ask other people what they think you should do, or ask for others' advice, ask for your own advice, or, you know, consult your inner guru or your inner hermit first before you ask for others' opinions. Just seeing if anything else jumps out at me. Lots of blues here. There's a blue in the background with the clouds, the background here, and then these people are blue. There's a lot of blue, and to me, blue is about tranquility. Yeah, it's about being tranquil, calm. And even though I want to talk about this card, because even though the Three of Swords is a very dramatic looking card, and it looks like it's a negative card, it really isn't. And as you, if you look at the card, you'll see that there's actually a really beautiful glow. It's almost like this heart is kind of blocking out the sun, but behind it is the sun, and there's this nice, beautiful, warm glow that's behind things. So it's like once you get this sort of issue that you're dealing with out of the way, that beautiful sun can shine through. So it's all part of the process. It's all just, you know, a step on the path that you're on. And again, actually, I want to point out one thing that's jumping out at me is the star in the Hermit's lantern, which is glowing, which I always take that star, that lantern, to signify your own inner wisdom or your higher self. And I feel like it kind of matches up to this glow that's going on in the background. And I feel like the message is that emotional issues of the heart could have to do with relationships, sometimes blocks this light that's glowing within. So sometimes our own intelligence and our own wisdom can get clouded with, you know, relationship stuff and emotional stuff. But again, I feel like we're all working through it, and it's nothing to really be concerned about. It looks like a really good, really exciting week ahead. So I just want to say good luck, and once again, feel free in the comments below to add your interpretation of these cards. If there's something that you see, feel free to share in the comments below. And my name is Kate from dailytarotgirl.com, and thank you so much for watching.